Yo, what's good YouTube? Today guys, we're gonna play some Clash of Clans. Today, I'm gonna play here some of the clan games. It's been some time since last time I played clan games. One thing though, I'm not gonna try to rush, be like, oh my god, this is like the quickest, ever I was in clan games. I think like my record is 22 minutes. Yeah, something like this. So I wanna know, how can a Town Hall 17 actually earn trees against a opponent with a Town Hall level higher than yours in multiple. This is crazy, and it just gives 400. Man. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Clear 5 obstacles. Do we have here 5 obstacles? 1, 2. What about here? Oh, no. Like, I'm too clean here, actually. But why is there, like, no real mission here for... Okay, this one. Alright, then let's start here. Earn a star beta minion. As if it's called beta minion. Okay, then let's go straight in. I just need 50% or something like this. So let's change here to the beta minion, as they call it. 1, 2, nice, there's a big bomb. Up, and here up, and now... Oh, actually, what did I even go for this? Let's just destroy here the town hall. And there we have it. So yesterday, what I'm doing is I'm still playing some Sea of Thieves. And like I swear, what I'm playing now is not anymore like if you play Sea of Thieves, there's like these normal missions where you can get like a lot of gold, blah, blah, blah. It's always the same stuff. What did I destroy? I need to destroy 2 of them. Alright, then let's go here for this. Alright, 1, 2. And let's go then here straight up for this. Okay, nice. Wow. Crazy. Okay, let's go for this. So, if you play Sea of Thieves, you have like these normal missions where you can get like a lot of money. Let's say, I don't know, gold order, and then you go, okay, get 3 chests out of the ground, and then you search for these chests. It's okay. It's like, it's cool, but if you always play, these missions, it's getting boring. So of course you want some new stuff. And I always told my friends, hey, guys, let's do some lore stuff, because like these lore stuff, they are super underhyped. Like nobody plays these lore stuff because everybody's thinking, oh, it's like story games, super boring, blah 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 blah. And so like I introduced, okay, no, actually they introduced me because like we played then like here a lore game, and like they were like, oh my god, that's so cool, and I didn't even know that was like a lore game. I was like always asking them, hey, from where do you actually have your from where do you have this mission? Because like it's not a normal mission where you can get like a lot of gold, blah, blah, and then they told me, I don't know, and boom, and it was actually like a lore quest. And so slowly but surely we are doing like some lore quests, and actually it's nice, man. I swear, lore quests are so cool. So if you got like nothing to play, you got Sea of Thieves, and you're like bored, and like, Sea of Thieves, it's always the same, I'm not gonna play this. Try lore games, I swear. It's so cool. Okay, we have to get for the P.E.K.K.A. It's again the same one, huh? This looks exactly like the other one. Alright, let's go for this. I just need here. Boom. Then I know here's like a bomb, so I'm not gonna like go there. Let's go for this, and spam here all that stuff here. Alright, perfect. So yeah, lore quest. And yesterday we were like, if you play Sea of Thieves, when you're in the, how's it again called? Devil Thirst or something like this. It's like you got like on the map some areas. One area where like the water is pretty blue. Another area where you have like a bit more sharks. Another area where you have like volcanoes, fire, and like your ship can be sunk without even you doing anything, or like being attacked at all. So it's like pretty cool. But then you're saying, oh, where should you go there? Nobody is there, blah blah. And like we had like a lore quest exactly like at this point, and like something I'm so afraid of is like you do a mission, you come back, you have all that loot, and then you're looking out for your ship, and where's the ship? It's already sunken because you didn't pay attention and you got attacked. Or like you didn't get attacked, but like the volcano destroyed it, blah. It already happened more than once. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna like stay on the ship and pay attention that nothing happens. They already started the quest, blah, blah. I had like no problem. I was like playing Clash of Clans during that time. I did like the okay, here we actually have to give up because as you guys saw, we have like a nice quest there with like that lava launcher. Could I please get a lava launcher? Thank you. I'm not gonna waste my time attacking, not even getting it. Okay, further we have here finally a lava launcher. Let's do it. Boom. And that should be enough to destroy it, and then we can instantly go to the next one. Actually, it's a pretty good mission, because I get like 600 of these coins. I don't know what it is. And for like the amount of energy I have to put in, it's actually a lot of, not a lot of energy, but a lot of coins to get out of. Alright, let's go here for another one like this. Boom. And let's spam here. Let's open this up so we can go inside. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. And the thing is though, when you start with these low crests, it seems like the game is actually pretty chill and saying, okay, you know what? If you're there, we won't activate the volcano. So like, because the low crest of course takes a bit of time. And so that's actually pretty nice. Now we know, or now I know, no actually now we know. And you can actually do these low quests without even like paying attention to like, oh my god, it can be that the volcano will erupt and like it will destroy the entire ship and then we come back, you know, the ship is not there anymore. Blah blah blah. This can't happen. That's actually pretty nice. Thing though is like, I learned this too late about it. Like my friends were already finished, and when like my friend said, oh my god, that's such a nice quest, I was like, you know what, I don't care if the ship gets synced, I just want to be there and see it for myself, that quest. So I went inside, and what actually is so positive about it is like, my friends were kind of struggling with it, okay? And I went inside, they were of course like super far away and they were done. So they went out and I was still inside. And like my friend was like, oh no, we forgot something, oh no, you know, we didn't finish the thing, we need the chest, you know, oh no, damn it, you know, blah blah blah. And like I was inside and we're like, oh my god, we need you to actually find a chest. So I had like my Discord, I actually had my screen shared. And like they saw like my move and they were like, oh my god, you know, it's like, I don't want to say, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm the best Sea of Thieves player in the world. Not at all, guys. But you know that feeling, okay? I never had that feeling in my life. But like when you played Fortnite back in the days and like the entire squad died, okay? And they watched you and you were clutching. This feeling, okay, guys? I had this feeling. I was like running through this, you know, alone. You know, they were like kind of struggling. I destroyed like all the skeletons, you know, showed everything how I did this. Man. There were like also all these traps and I went through this. Could you please destroy this? I would be very happy. Okay, let's give up here. But yeah, they watched me doing this, man. It was also, I don't want to be like, oh my god, I'm still like the best, but like it was actually super hard, no cap. Like I think like there were like 2-3 moments where I was like, okay, here I'm gonna die. But luckily I didn't die and like my aura just increased time by time. But yeah, then I finally got the chest out, gave it to the guy that we had to give the chest, and finally got the accommodation. So this means we then got a skin that looks actually pretty tough, and that's actually why we actually did this. And yeah. And now what I want to do is like, you know, back in the days when like all the friend groups were like still all there, you always had like a game you kind of like played. Nowadays we play like, you know, the night, wait, yeah, this one here. Like once per day, or like before like we go to sleep, you know, when everybody's like online, we play some Sea of Thieves, some lore, and then like we have to think and all that stuff. It's just so cool. It's not like, okay, we have to go there, get this, and that's about it. No, you get like a paper where like you have like a puzzle and you have to think, and it's actually so tough because nowadays all these games, they don't feel super cool anymore because it's all like, okay, you know, just do this and boom, and you do this and that's about it. But they don't let you like on the loose, you know, okay, now it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you to think and it's up to you to get it. If you don't get it, bam. Luckily though, we have also like some internet. Okay, everybody has internet. And we can actually look at it, you know, on internet if we are completely stuck. What's actually pretty nice. Otherwise, we would have been cooked. There were like some moments also we were like, how did people actually get this without even looking on the internet, man? For real. But like that's even like cooler, man. But no cap, that's too much. We don't want to lose like all our time, you know. Because in the early time when we played Sea of Thieves, we had like some big moments where we did like some crazy missions and then we got sunk and then we lost everything. So I always go like for the certainty. Okay, what did I even like not... use this here. I hope it's enough. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's choose to like the other base to be sure that we get the 30. Okay, right here. I've also got another story, guys. And that's, when I wasn't very much like online these last days, I did like some videos I did like previously, so like I still got some uploads, but it was like for 2 days or 3 days in Switzerland with like a car, and we slept in the car, we went on some mountains. It was actually pretty cool, but thing is though, I want to hold this until like I for real have like an interesting story about this, because like, yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't as meaningful for me. It was more like, yeah, okay, it's tough, we went there, but like I don't really much like connect like a real crazy emotion with this. The craziest emotion, like for me, the highlight of the trip was for you like driving there, 500, 600 kilometers there, and then to listen to some podcasts. That was for me for real the highlight. Okay, the mountains also were cool. Thing is though, I had like in the back of my mind, no, I'm not gonna sing it because like they found like something really bad with this guy and I don't wanna like, do this. Wait. Okay, let's finish here. We for sure have like here the 30 defensive. What? Okay, 6 stars. Oh, we go here. Hey, today we're kind of lucky, man. Alright, let's destroy then here all the mortars. Normally the mortars are always on the first map. Seems like this fella doesn't want this on the first map. Okay, then let's continue. There's like that big thief with like, if you are like a water bull, okay? And like you are, let's say, in a normal shop, and like you are worth 10 cents, and if you're not happy with like the worth they are giving you, move to another one, let's say move to a Subway. There you're not anymore 10 cents, but you're like 50 cents. And if you're still not happy, move away and go somewhere else, until like your worth is being found. Like, let's see, in a water bottle in the airport is worth how much? For sure, $1 to $2 easily. So yeah, why did I even tell this is like because like instead of like, okay, I'm worth this, I'm gonna here attack that base, I'm gonna attack that base and wait for the next base, if I go like here to actually get like the mortar, you're gonna lose time. So for you guys, pay attention to like how much people value you and how much you value yourself in the situation. Is if you got like any problem with this, just move on, go to something else, boom, boom, there's no problem with it, But yeah, of course, like the big thing is like when your friends don't value you. Something I found out, guys, is like when I chill the entire time with my friends, okay, they're still respectful, but still like I don't really much get like a nice, like I'm worth it, But when I disappear for like 2 or 3 days, or like even like for 1 week, I feel the sensation of like, wow, they value me much more, or like they respect more. It could also be completely something in my head, because, not gonna lie, it's not always like damn, but it's also sometimes also me. Not sometimes, even like a lot of times it's me. But of course, there again, you have to pay attention to, could it be that you victimize yourself to be like, okay, actually it's my fault instead of them, That's also something so big. And that's why life is not black and white, but it's much more like gray. Like there's so many more factors you have to pay attention and blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So that's why I can't really much like talk that much, because I don't got the coherent stuff. I don't got not Korean, coherent. I don't got like the black and white information. I got like all the great information. I myself have also like to write it down. That's also like what they talked in the podcast, to like write stuff down. And it's not like these podcasts with like, oh my god, how to be better in life, all this like stuff to motivate yourself, to get like a lot of people like listening to. It was not a podcast like this. At first I was like, who is this guy, talking there, like he sounds like, I don't want to say like he sounds like a bitch, because like then now I'm not gonna say his name, of course. But like he didn't sound like somebody interesting. And after this podcast, I actually sense it's like you shouldn't like listen to how somebody like how her voice or his voice is, because this doesn't mean anything at all. Alright, let's go for this. That's actually a pretty easy one. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and like he was talking about a lot about hormones, and like hormones, guys, is like something I'm very interested in. Okay, I'm not gonna say why because like I don't want you guys to think it to be thinking like I'm weird, but like I swear for me like hormones are everything. Okay, hormones means a lot, and like he has like a PGD. No, how is that getting called when you got like a doctorate? Wait, 6 stars, or let's go for 200%. I'll go here for the 200%. I think that's actually much easier. PFD, PGD. No, how is it again called when you got a doctorate? It's something with P. Okay, shut up. Just shut up. All right, let's go right here. Let's go for this. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, he has like one in biochemistry and also like in something else. And he's like very well known in like in Germany, also saw a bit like in America, because like he's paying attention to like all the how should I say it, all the athletes, because like what's very important is not just oh if you dope yourself. It's not about doping, okay? Like he talked a bit like or like a lot about like I'm not for doping, I'm against doping, and like he's all about like having a sort of everything is like well maintained, all the hormones, because it's not like okay you have like a lot of testosterone, perfect. No, if you got more testosterone, there will be consequence, and then there will be also other hormones there the entire time. Boom, boom, boom. Like what he wants, what is like the best is like not everybody is the same, but like there's like some stuff you can do to have like a well maintained graph of like your blood values. It's actually very nice. But of course like you have to pay like a lot of attention to that, and like he also sells a course. Of course, like when you tell somebody, okay, I'm selling like a course, big red flag. And I also get it, big red flag. Like when somebody tells me he sells a course, boom, like I'm instantly like I don't even listen to him anymore. But he had like all this information. Like he was like much more like, oh, okay, and like I'm somebody. When somebody tells me like some nice stuff, oh cool, I instantly have like some back thoughts like in my head of like, it could be that he's saying that because he wants me to listen. Like a big an example would be these people that tells you, oh my god, I'm seeing like in the future, all that stuff. Of course they tell you stuff that you will like. You're gonna get rich, you're gonna get a woman, you're gonna get children, you're gonna be very fit, blah, blah, blah. Of course it's stuff you like to listen to, and then boom, then you will of course continue to listen and like to listen, and then you will continue, blah blah blah. But this guy, he actually told, yo, that's not good, that's not good. He also had like somebody on like that was like a podcast. Podcast of course is not a monologue, but like you're talking with somebody, and like he asked question, blah, blah, and like he could always respond very nicely. Again, red flag. Always respond nicely, but like the podcaster had like some question, this, like if you eat more calories and you move less, you get bigger, or like if you eat less and you move more, you get like more. And like he told, yeah, in thermodynamics, this of course is true, but it's not always true, like you have to pay attention to all that stuff. Like it's so deeply constructed how difficult food, not just food, but also how you move. He also told me, or like not just told me, but like how you eat, how you feel, how you think, and the people around you, they all have consequences on your hormones value. It's actually so interesting because I also kind of thought about this, and like, yeah, this of course has a massive value. And like if someday, guys, like I already told myself, if someday I get like some more money and all of that stuff, I think I'm gonna buy his course, because like his course like is pricey. It's like 500, and like that's super pricey. And like right now I don't have the money, and also like I think like in the next year, like I don't know when I will work, I won't have that money. But like if I finally got like the money of like, oh, I can like finally purchase like some luxury stuff. I'm not gonna purchase luxury because I'm not really much like into that materialistic stuff. Then I think I will just purchase me his course. But that for this, guys, I have like here first of all to get like some money out of YouTube, also finally get some work. But like the thing is though, even with like a well-paid job, I'm not gonna purchase because 500, guys, is so pricey. And like he also told like in the thing, he got 1,000 people actually in his course, and 1,000 people is very hard to maintain. And if everybody was like buying like the course, there would be more people. And he told he's like always at the brink of like too many people. So what he does is, instead of like all these gurus, these fake gurus, saying, okay, oh my god, I got like a place, you got a place, come in, now is the time. What he does, he then drops the value by increasing the price. So this means like if like there's like so many people actually going for his course, he then makes the money higher, so less people are interested. It's like the basic of like economics, like you've got like the demand and like the offer. And if like the offer is very low, you can actually regulate the offer by the price. No, wait, the demand, you can regulate the demand by the price. Yeah, it was like this. Yeah. Yeah, blah. That's like the basic of economics. And yeah. And just I always liked in my life listening to people that know something, that are like that deeply care about like their topics. The example would be when I started to go, not in college, in high school, there was like, we had like a professor, okay? It was like his last year. I didn't know this, sadly. And like, it was like not his last year on life, of course, but like his last year, working there. It was like his last year. His name was, no, I'm not gonna say it actually, but he was deeply, deeply into uh, biology, all of that stuff. Like he had for sure like so many stuff like in biology. And like when I started high school, I was still like somebody that was like super interested like in school stuff. Like not in school stuff, but like general like about like deep anatomic, all that stuff, okay? And so I was like the only one that could talk with him. Like, oh, how should, it's not like, oh my god, I'm something better again. No, it's not like this at all. But like, I was like, how old was I? 12 years old, okay? And we talked about like how trees, like trees, how do they get water inside of their stems? Through uh, under pressure inside of the stems, so water goes in. But how could a 12-year-old know this? It's because like when I was young, I was like super interested, like I already told you guys, in like all these highly specific, detailed stuff, and I'm still very much into this. But the thing is though, my interests, I don't know, they went very narrow, and now I've got like, I still got this interest because how could you listen to 2 hours of podcast of like somebody talking about hormones? Nobody would care about this, but I care about this because I still care about all these highly specific, super detailed stuff. I like this. I'm very, very fond of this. Also today, no, yesterday, because it was like 3 days ago that I went to Switzerland, I again listened to another podcast of him. Thing is though, the podcast was kind of very similar. Oh my god, I'm gonna like go to the summit there now, and so, and always like a big problem I had like with the podcast with him is the podcaster. It was always like some guy that couldn't hold it with him, hold the conversation with him. What I mean was, it's not like, oh my god, he doesn't know what to say, but like he is somebody that can go very, very specific, but the people that talk with him, that ask him the question, can't go very specific. And there were like some moments, because like of course in the podcast you can't watch it, but like yesterday I played Roblox, and during that time I also like watched the podcast, but actually I'm just gonna give up right here. I watched like the podcast, and I could see in the guy's eyes when like the podcaster responded, or how he responded to him. Yo, it's so boring. Like he was like, man, I'm under, like he can't hold with me, it's like boring. That's why I really, really want a good podcast to actually, wait, what did I even take here? I forgot what I took here. I'm just gonna give up because it's actually time. Wait, yeah, let me just look at here. Ah, okay, yeah. That's why it was actually much better to actually look for this. Okay, and so there's like in the German think there's like one podcaster I think can hold it. Of course, I don't know like all the podcasters because like I don't listen to podcasts at all. Like I had like a phase in my life where I listened to podcasts 2021, 2020, something like this. I listened to a lot of podcasts because I was like playing Euro Trucks and so I wanted like to listen to something while I was driving. That's when it went back when I was like driving to Switzerland. Oh, you know what? Actually, I could listen to some podcasts because my friend was always listening to music. And since 1 year, I'm not listening to music at all. Like I just stopped listening to music. And so I was like, you know what? Instead of just listening to music, I don't even bump my head. I don't even feel the music anymore. It's not like, oh my god, this sound is so cool. Like I don't vibrate anymore with music. That's why podcast, boom, let's go podcast. Blah blah. Enough yap about all that theme. Why do you even talk about this? So I think there's just one podcaster in Germany that can actually hold it up with him, and his name is Tim Gabel. Thing is, I didn't really much like listen to like the podcast of Tim Gabel anymore because first of all the people that he actually asked for podcasts, I don't care about this. I don't care about politics. I don't care about like all these niche stuff they are talking about because like that's not a person. But what's very cool is like the other podcasts were like more okay. They watched like the Instagram, looked a bit up, what they were doing. Okay, but like Tim Gabel, he would have looked through, all the hormones. He also is big in the fitness industry, so he knows for sure about hormones, and like he's very much like, people that are doctors. Tim Gabel, I would say he's not a doctor, of course, but like he has that doctor intellect. No, you kind of get what I mean. And like that guy, the same, also doctor intellect. Of course, he also has like a PhD. Finally, I got it. PhD. He has like a PhD in biochemic. No, I don't know how it's called. Biochemie, and also in something else. Pretty crazy at 30 years old. And wait, actually, I don't even have to go for this far. I just have should have gotten for here. Okay, let's go here with this. 15 firecrackers. Okay, that's not worth it, but it's much better than here all the walls because walls is so trash. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Na, 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 na. Okay, shut up. Should we try here with this? I think here it should be like the best if I just here do this. Let's go with this. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Same here for this. 1, 2, 2. Okay, and like I think like he should do it with him, like thingy with him. Okay, now if we have nothing more to say, I could, but that's like all I could really much talk about right now. Like, like you have like a red string when you're talking. Right now, I don't have any more like a red string. I could create a string, but like I feel like it's not really much like. It's not like you feel it's like forced that string. It's forced. So yeah, you know what guys, instead of like just holding all of this stuff, and like continuing with that, I'm just gonna stop with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed like hear my yapping session again. I really enjoy some yapping session. Thing is though, I often don't have like that much to talk about. That's why sometimes just go silent, let it, come back. It's actually much better than just force it out. Because what I think, guys, is like for my YouTube videos, like at the beginning when I started YouTube, I had like so much to say. So much to say. Because like I'm generally also a yapper. I love to yap. And so I had like so much to say. But now I arrived at 1,800 videos, guys. So of course, now there are like moments. This is yapping. This is oversharing. I don't want to overshare, so I just don't talk. But like I want to yap. Blah blah blah, all these questions again. So, here, yeah, I'm just gonna continue here with like getting here the last thing. When I'm done with this, then I'm probably gonna leave you guys. It's a big video, I get it. It's a big video. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, this one is disgusting. Alright, what if I change here with this? Let's go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. What the helly? What the helly aren't they? Okay, I don't think I'm gonna go like further right here. Alright, perfect, guys. Now I'm for gonna stop. Hope you guys still have a wonderful day. Smash like, smash subscribe. Let's see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And bye, guys.